Okay, few more questions we need to answer. So, what is a sample thief, and then how is it used in a developmental scale freeze dryer? Remember, sample thief is a kind of device attached to your freeze dryer. So it allows you to take a vial sample during the freeze drying process without stopping it. So there's a little special door where you can open and close without releasing the vacuum. So through that special sample thief arm and little door, you can take a sample out during the freeze drying process and analyze the sample. The next question is, what are the 4 main attributes determining freeze drying conditions on a product? Okay. So what are those? Maybe the first one is maybe cake appearance. Do you have good white fluffy cake? So that will be important. Let's see. And what else? One of the things will be so right here. So the appearance and pharmaceutical elegance of your white cake. And another thing is the reconstitution time. Okay, when you add OFI back to your freeze-dried drug, does it take a long time, longer than 2 minutes? It should be less than 2 minutes to get your drug reconstituted, right? And another important thing is extended stability. Can you really get extended at least like 2 years of shelf life without losing the efficacy of a drug? Okay, that's important. And the last important thing is the residual water content, of course. It should be less than 1%. Okay, so that's that. Those 4 important attributes. And then what are the 3 most commonly used temperature sensors in the freeze dryer? Temperature sensors, we talked about that, although I went over very briefly. So here, so number 1 is RTD, resistance temperature detectors. Okay, and number 2 is the thermistor. Okay, and then number 3 is the thermocouples. So this is the most inexpensive, commonly used one. Okay, and the next one is probably about the pressure vacuum sensors. Okay, there are 2 of those, right? So what are those again? Here, Pirani gauge is one vacuum sensor. Another one is capacitance manometer. Okay, those are 2 important vacuum sensors. And then what's the next question? How is qualification different from validation? Okay, qualification is done normally about an instrument. Okay, to see if that instrument is good condition, good working order, right? But validation is about what? The process itself. So if you want to validate your freeze dryer, what do? So you have to maybe use 3 separate batches and run 3 separate batches and see if they produce the same result. So validation is about the process. Okay. So having said that, then what are IQ or QPQs? So instrument qualifications. After you purchase and install your instrument, you have to qualify that to see if you received the right instrument and all the parts came and if everything is installed correct, right? And then operational qualification is the most extensive qualification, where you need to check all the the function of your instrument. Okay, if it's a freeze dryer, does it reach the the maximum freezing temperature, minimum freezing temperature? Does it hold the maximum vacuum, minimum vacuum? And all those capacities should be checked thoroughly. That's the operational qualification. And finally, performance qualification is normally done after what? After maybe replacement of a part. And see if that replaced part is functioning correct. So understand that, right? Finally, what are the 3 main test methods used in measuring residual moisture content in freeze-dried product? Remember, one is the Carl Fisher, okay, so titrator. Another one was what? Near-infrared spectroscopy. Okay, and finally one more is what? Gravimetric. Just measure the weight difference before and after freeze dry. Okay, 3 methods. Okay, so that's it. Okay.